Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are following a developing story in Manatee County. The sheriff's office has arrested a woman in a failed murder for hire plot.
34-year-old Rachel Leahy is now charged with solicitation of murder after she allegedly hired an undercover detective to kill her ex-husband, a 59-year-old Sarasota resident. The investigation began late last month. Detectives say the agreed cost of the hit was $5,000. And when Leahy paid half of that, detectives made the move to arrest her. Leahy is accused of wanting her husband killed so she could have custody of their child, though sheriff's officials say she apparently had her bags packed and passport handy.
An arrest has been made in the investigation involving a child who was bitten multiple times by another child at a Bradenton daycare. Casey Burke has been charged by the Manatee County Sheriff's Office with 1 count of child neglect. According to the arrest report, on the day of the incident, Burke was responsible for approximately 5 children, whom she left unsupervised for several hours. Burke has since been terminated by Jay's Bright Learners Daycare. Also, the child who bit the victim is no longer a client at the daycare.
And it's one thing if you go get a drink of water, you go to the restroom, but this was an extended period of time where she wasn't in charge of these children, and that's when the biting took place.
Burke is the only staff member charged, though the incident has sparked investigations with the state attorney's office and the Department of Children and Families, both of which are ongoing. And in other news tonight, the results are in for the annual Sarasota County Citizen Opinion Survey.
And for the 3rd year in a row, residents said growth and overpopulation is the biggest issue facing the county now. ABC 7's Kate Flexner joins us live from downtown Sarasota with more on the survey conducted by the University of South Florida. Kate?
Thank you, Haley and Scott. Developments like the one behind me have been popping up all around Sarasota County, sparking a debate about what smart growth looks like.
Frank Brenner has lived in Sarasota for 13 years and has watched the skyline change as the economy gained momentum.
They're building on 41, they're building on Bee Ridge, they're building everywhere. There's a plot of ground, they're building on it.
And as the skyline changes, he says the feel of Sarasota is changing with it.
You're adding population, you're adding cars, you're adding congestion, and you're killing charm, the easygoing lifestyle, that which brought people to Sarasota to begin with.
He's not alone. A recent survey found that 28% of respondents ranked population growth and development as the #1 issue facing Sarasota County. That's up from last year's 21%.
This new survey shows that people much more even than a year ago are concerned about traffic gridlock and the bad impacts that uncontrolled development can have on our quality of life.
For Dan Loback of Control Growth Now, it's all about striking a balance between development and preservation.
Well, those of us that have lived here for a while appreciate the good things that can come from growth, but realize growth needs to be controlled, and it's not today. It's out of control.
Also a concern, according to the survey, is economic growth and development, something Mary Doherty-Slapp of the Gulf Coast Builders Exchange says is often at odds with limiting development.
Growth and development go hand in hand with economic development. You really can't have one without the other.
That's why she says maintaining smart, thoughtful development is crucial.
We don't want to stop growth. When you stop growing, you die. So we want to grow, but we want to maintain the unique, wonderful characteristics of Sarasota, and we want to create a vibrant community.
But Brenner worries that vibrant community might be lost if things continue as they are.
It's a sad, sad story, and it doesn't have to be this way.
We did reach out to the county commissioners to see how they might be responding to this survey, but none was available for comment. Live in Sarasota, Kate Flexter, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Kate.
Ongoing debate here on
Yes,
Suncoast.
it is.
It's been going on for a long time. All right, let's get the latest now on our weather tonight with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Some showers have been growing around town, but not too big. Most of the activity continues to push west at 10 to 15 miles an hour. In fact, all of it does. And looks as though it's starting to wind down into Sarasota. Still getting some rainfall north end of Siesta Key, also out on Lido, and some light rainfall near Longboat Key. All this moving to the west at 10 to 15 miles an hour. You can see it blew up across parts of downtown Sarasota just about a half hour ago and 15 minutes ago. And then some rainfall near the Venetian, near I-75 and to the east thereof. That rain, though, starting to weaken. You can see it was a little bit more intense just about 15-20 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden falling apart as it heads off to the west. Still some dry air around, and that dry air has really limited the showers again this afternoon. We'll let you know if that'll change as we move into Friday and the weekend coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Northport police make a drug bust at a home right next to an elementary school. Police executing a search warrant in the 1000 block of South Narramore Street near Glen Allen Elementary. Police say they found bags of crack cocaine along with marijuana and nearly 90 hydromorphone and Xanax pills. Tammy Dalton is charged with dealing drugs near a school, while Sarah Brentwell is charged with violation of parole. Carolyn Calanta is currently wanted for drug trafficking. There were 3 children inside the home at the time of the bust. They're now in custody with a family member.
Big changes could be coming to Fruitville Road between 41 and 301. The proposed changes would eliminate the bike lanes on that stretch of road. Sarasota is considering 2 $9 million alternatives. The first plan is to widen the sidewalks to 10 feet. The second would add 3 roundabouts at the intersections of Fruitville at Coconut, Central, and Lemon, allowing for the sidewalks to be widened to 16 feet. Some bicycle enthusiasts are doing what they can to keep the bike lanes where they are.
Fruitville Road is the only, perhaps with the exception of University Parkway, the only road we have for bicyclists to travel east-west.
Our analysis and traffic studies have shown that there are few bicyclists utilizing this corridor today. And the ones that do generally are only on the corridor for short periods of time.
City of Sarasota will hold a public hearing on this in about 2 months before it's presented to city commissioners. ITT Tech is closing up shop, but that doesn't mean its students are left without some other options. Straight ahead, how at least 2 schools on the Suncoast are offering their services.
Plus, what last month's turnout for the primary elections tells us about November's general election.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Ford Florida Home.
By Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Bring your measurements this Saturday from 9 to 4 to get huge discounts. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Temperatures on the Suncoast are rising and the deals are hotter than ever during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. You'll feel cooler than ever when you drive away in a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999, or take home a stylish new Jeep Renegade for just $17,999. How about a new 2016 Jeep Patriot for just $14,999? Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
The all-new MySuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
ITT Technical Institute announcing this week that after 50 years of providing education, it is shutting down operations.
The move means the closure of 130 campuses, including the Tampa and St. Pete locations. But as ABC 7's Bobeth Yates tells us, there are some other options, including on the Suncoast. Bobeth?
Yes, ABC 7 has exclusively learned that State College of Florida will be providing assistance to those displaced by the ITT closure. And they're not the only ones willing to transfer students. You've all seen the commercials advertising higher education, but now ITT Tech is no more, leaving some 8,000 employees without a job and 29,000 students wondering what next.
So if I was in that situation, I would definitely be utterly upset and astonished and definitely afraid because it just happened so unexpectedly.
The decision to close the school comes after its accreditors expressed concerns about its operation. And U.S. Department of Education also recently stopped ITT from enrolling new students into its federal financial aid program after the school failed to meet the increased federal collateral requirement to provide those loans. But in the middle of all that are the students hoping their education leads to a better life.
Going to school is definitely a major part of creating a bigger and better future. Maybe a lot of the students have already planned out like what it is they wanted to get out of that school, and then all of a sudden those dreams were just diminished and ruined.
Marisol Flores is a student at State College of Florida, and she says there are options here on the Suncoast for those impacted. In fact, SCF officials say they've gotten a lot of calls from now former ITT students.
Our staff and faculty immediately were upset by the news and hoping and concerned for what we're going to do for those students and team together to bring together a possible solution for them.
SCF Communications and Marketing Director Jamie Smith says not only do they have many of the same programs previously offered by ITT, but in many cases their classes are also less expensive.
We've built a concierge team to be able to respond to the inquiries from admissions to advising and financial aid, presenting them with options.
Sentiments echoed by other technical colleges on the Suncoast.
Anyone from ITT is welcome to come here. We will do our very best to give them advanced placement if they've already started a program and they've completed some work in it.
Now, State College of Florida and Manatee Technical College are now accepting applications for transfers. To get information, go to our website, mysuncoast.com, and click on links we mentioned to get a direct link to both schools to start that process. Back to you.
Thank you, Bobeth. Good news is there are options.
Yeah, definitely here on the Suncoast. All right, your forecast is right after this. Stay with us.
When tropical weather threatens the Suncoast, we're here for you. And when Hermine bore down, you helped us tell this story. From story tips to dramatic pictures and shocking videos.
Thank you to all of our fans.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
Getting older shouldn't mean giving up all the things she loves to do. It should just mean, well, finding new ways to do them. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to provide help with personal care, housekeeping, and of course, meal preparation.
Oh, that smells so good. Oh, and it tastes good too.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust. It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ for only $299 per month, or a 2016 Lincoln MKX, Lincoln's premium sports utility vehicle, for $339 per month. We also have a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Drive with the confidence of a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty and complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, family owned and operated, and winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Well, Bob, you have a history lesson for us tonight.
Yeah, we were talking just recently in the break there about all the different storms that have had an impact on Texas. Texas getting a lot more than here along the west coast of Florida because of the just general track. And back in 1900, there was a storm that hit Galveston, and it wasn't the wind, it was the storm surge that killed the most people. And this is the most devastating storm ever recorded, really, in U.S. history as far as deaths go. It started out as a tropical disturbance, just what we're watching right now, and then it made its way through the Lesser Antilles and the Greater Antilles, and then eventually it turned into a Category 4 storms with a 15-foot storm surge. It killed anywhere from 6,000 to 12,000 people. They're estimating around 9,000 people for the most part, but just because of the storm surge. It was on this date back in 1900. They didn't name storms back then. They didn't start naming storms until the late 50s, but really into the 60s. You can see a Category 4 storm just building up all that water and just devastated everything in its path. And this was Galveston, what it looked like afterward. And it's a great book, by the way, has come out of this. You want to check it out. It's called Isaac Storm. It was a meteorologist there in Galveston who kind of gave the warning, but not early enough for the folks going there. And a lot of people lost their lives. Van Way's a webcam showing a few storms around. You can see that rain shaft moving through Lido right now and out into the Gulf. And calm waters earlier. Norm sending this picture in. Norm, yes, a few showers around, not much. The activity not as intense as a result of some dry air. It's still in place, though. That dry air refusing to budge out of here right now anyway. A few showers near Mica City, another one developing in Manatee County. This one looked rather impressive earlier and then produced a few lightning strikes in the central Sarasota, and then it moved off toward the west and weakened. And this now moving away from Lido as a result of that easterly flow. This was just popping up, so look out down the road here. You're going to get some rainfall on Nico as well as into possibly Cortez in the next half hour or so. 91, it's cooled down after a high today, 95 degrees, and looks like that humidity a little bit on the lower side, dew point at 71. There's the 95 high, 1 degree shy of the record 96, and 76 was the morning low, 65 the record low temperature. That'd be nice. No rainfall to report at the airport at this point. I mentioned that moisture. It's taking its time working its way in our direction, but it's slowly getting there. You can see that now over the central Bahamas. It's still being sheared apart, so no threat of any development, and it looks like that dry air that's around is slowly moving on. There's a little system right here they're watching. The National Hurricane Center gives us about 20% chance developing, even if it were to develop and move off in the open waters. This one a little bit more interesting. Starting to show a little bit more organization down the road, and it looks like it's staying a little bit further south. And with that in mind, the Lesser Antilles and Eastern Caribbean may be in danger with this one in 5 to 6 days from now. I mentioned the dry air. It's still around. It will be slowly moving out of here tomorrow. Better chances for showers and storms in the afternoon and evening. You'll see that in the RPM forecast model. That switch more to an east-southeasterly direction will also bring our humidity value up a little bit, so it will feel a little bit warmer out there than it has. It's been nice, though, as of late with that drier air in place. Showers and storms will be back on Saturday afternoon, but most of the day looks good. Similar conditions anticipated on Sunday, although there's a weak frontal system moving down on Sunday, which will give us more of a west-southwesterly flow, and a lot of times that favors inland storms late in the day. Look at the temperature, 94, hotter in Washington today than it was here in Sarasota, 95 still in Dallas at this time. As far as the forecast goes for boaters, looks like this, pretty quiet out there, except for the afternoon storms, a light chop. Seas running 2 feet or less. The water temperature now at 84 degrees. Tides upcoming on your screen. The next high tide will be at 5:28. Sunset at 7:42. Tonight, isolated showers through this evening, then otherwise partly cloudy, 75 for a low. Tomorrow, look for showers and storms scattered about in the afternoon. and a high temperature near 92 degrees. The extended forecast calls for a good chance for showers and storms riding in through the weekend and throughout next week. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. If the turnout for the August 30th primary election is any indication, November's general election could see big numbers here in Florida. That's what Florida's Secretary of State believes after the primary results were formally certified today. More than 2.9 million voters cast primary election ballots for a turnout of just under 24%. That is the highest percentage for a primary since back in 2004.
We could anticipate as much as an 80% turnout and set a record. I think the highest number in the state of Florida was 1992, was 82%, but I'm looking for a very, very large turnout, and it's fortunate that in Florida we have many options for voters.
The presidential race likely will help boost turnout in the November 8th election, which will also include races for U.S. Senate, House, and proposed constitutional amendments.
In town and the most beautiful plants on Suncoast Scene.
Get ready for the biggest event of the season. Michael's on East Ballroom will be transformed into a frosty fortress of radiance and luxury. The attire is not partially white, nor mostly white, but all white. Join Make-A-Wish in helping grant wishes for local children at the 2016 Wish White Party, September 16th. Tickets are on sale now at wishsrq.com. Your support benefits Make-A-Wish Central Northern Florida. Come dance the night away while helping make wishes come true for local children.
Since 1928, Karastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Karastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Annual wellness visits are important for healthy living. When you schedule your yearly exam, MCR Health Services is here for you.
With over 25 healthcare centers featuring multiple services and 8 pharmacies, we are here for you. Call or click today.
Get ready, college football fans. When you buy a $5 or more Fantasy 5 ticket and enter your team's drawing, you could win great prizes like team merchandise, tickets to your team's games, and other bowl game experiences. You could even win a championship weekend prize pack in Tampa or $10,000 cash. Fantasy 5 from the Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Tonight, the Commander-in-Chief test. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton spar over how to keep Americans safe and protect our veterans as the battleground blitz continues with just 61 days to the election. Tonight on World News Tonight with David Muir.
Well, you've got a lot of entertainment options this weekend.
ABC 7's Linda Carson joins us with Suncoast Scene. Linda.
The magical and mysterious play, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, opens at the Venice Theater tonight. And there's lots more entertainment coming up this weekend. Here it is. We've got a lot to be proud of here on the Suncoast. One thing is the amazing bromeliads that grow here. See for yourself at the Sarasota Bromeliad Society's 2016 show and sale. Bewitching bromeliads is the theme of the show at the Sarasota Garden Club this weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come out and I guarantee you'll find a bromeliad that will steal your heart. It's at the Sarasota Garden Club.
It's an event where all the members of the club bring in plants to have them judged in different categories. And then at the end of the judging, different people will win in the category that they selected. And on Saturday night, we have a banquet where we hand out the awards, and we also have an auction, a rare plant auction.
There'll be more than 1,500 bromeliads, some very rare, a must-see for plant lovers.
Just to see a diverse selection of plants that you're not going to normally see anywhere. A lot of these plants come out of the members' collections, and most people don't really get to see these a lot.
It's going to be a great weekend here at Florida Studio Theater. All kinds of things are going on. Wait till you see the Gigis.
Sisters, sisters. What you're going to experience is 60s music all the way to today's modern music, featuring female artists. So it's got a big palette of great tunes. You'll know how to sing along to all these songs. So it's a good show, toe-tapping show.
And Saturday night, the Florida Studio Theater presents improv.
You come in every Saturday night, 6:30 to 7:30. You can dine, 7:30 the show starts. And no two shows are the same because they are literally made up on the spot. It's live improv.
Want to take a trip to India without ever leaving the Suncoast and learn all about the culture from those who know it best? Well, come to the India Fest. It's at the Bradenton Area Convention Center on Saturday.
This year we have theme of History of India. So there will be a lot of fun, education, and there is a lot to see, a lot to enjoy this year.
There'll be live entertainment, educational exhibits, and vendors with everything from food to jewelry. That's Saturday, noon to 8. And A Taste of Downtown is coming to the Sarasota Opera House. It's Saturday at 1 o'clock. The top restaurants will set up all through the Opera House. You can try their favorite dishes, and you'll have live entertainment by the Youth Opera. And Scott, you're going to be emceeing the Suncoast Heart Walk Saturday.
Right. Saturday morning, bright and early, out at Nathan Benderson Park. Big fundraiser for the American Heart Association. Hope to see everybody out there for it.
Great cause.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Weather looks good, too, for it. Should be
Awesome.
good, yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We'll see you tonight at 11. Have a great evening.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Come uncork your inner artist at Painting with a Twist. Bring your favorite bottle of wine and appetizers and enjoy an evening out with friends to celebrate any special occasion. It's perfect for a girls' night out, birthday parties, or a fun date night. Painting with a Twist offers 2 or 3 hour classes that are instructed by local artists, and there is no experience required. We now have 2 convenient locations in Sarasota and Bradenton. Visit our website to view our calendar and schedule your next party today.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, and when you're ready to sell, you'll get more money back. Come fall in love with the longest lasting vehicle in its class, the Subaru Outback. Or lease a new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing right now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.